Day 114. Mm-hmm. Day 114. It's your boy RZ here. Do it to life for life. Do it to you. Do it to 2021. A whole year personal. Got ice in my mouth. A whole year personal. Whole year breast cancer awareness and personal growth. Yeah. Becoming a better version of myself. What is that? Everything guide to meditation and healthy living. It's something. It's something right there. You see what I'm saying? But today is Tuesday, and on Tuesday it's the one thing recap. That's why I listen to the one thing today. What's the one thing that I can do right now? It's such by doing it make everything else easier and necessary. I listened to that last couple of excerpts in there where he was saying in my business, in my personal life, what's one thing that I can do? Uh, what's one thing that I can do for my family vacation to make this the best family vacation ever? Stuff like that, right? You know, he was giving us practical ways to use that one thing. But from the podcast yesterday, had a guy on there, and this guy was all about his thing was trust. He had like 8 pillars of trust. Some of it, one of them was clarity. One of it was I don't remember all 8 of them, but I said I was gonna get into it. Mosquito bite you. But I said I was gonna get into it, right? But the one that kind of stood out the most, he kind of got all the way down to that 8th pillar, and he said that 8th pillar is really kind of the main thing, and that was that word how. He likes to use that word as far as to take things from the intangible to put it into action by asking the word how. But he said something that I definitely like, just like the one thing. How is a focusing question? All questions can be focusing questions when you focus them, when you continue to use them to get more clarity, to get more focus. So that means you can't say how one time, and that's what this whole thing is about. That's why I'm on day 114 because I keep going every single day to get more focus, more focus, more focus. Every single day, I'm getting more focus. But he said that word how, you ask it one time, and then you keep asking how until you get to the smallest domino, to actionable step. See, because just like the one thing, that's why I like it so much, it's a fundamental truth. I mean, it's true. I mean, we use it all the time. It's universal, but sometimes it's a different recipe. That's what it is. I mean, it's just a different recipe. And that's what it's coming in on. How can I? And that's the questions I use on Monday, but I use several questions. But he just like the word how to change the idea, to change the plan to something that's actionable. And he said that he had been doing it for a long time, written a book about it, and did studies and researches and stuff like that. And but one thing that kind of stood out to me about this trust issue is that sometimes our kids kind of look at parents as if they're perfect. So if they're perfect, then they can't share with them. They can't understand. So I'm trying to build up a connection with my kids in a certain way. Some of my kids, I want to kind of motivate a little bit more, and I'm learning, right? I'm learning, but I motivate them different than I would do somebody else. So I do. Should I do it different? You know, I mean, because I guess the only thing that is different. It's always that fear of pushing them away or something like that. It's always that in there. Maybe I'm too close. Because I kind of cut back. I don't beat them over the brow with it as much, but I do mention it to them, and that's what I'm working on. I do mention it to them, and just like my wife, because we was talking about on this diet and stuff right here, and she was saying, "Why don't we do that?" I said, "Hey, why don't you try the one thing?" I'm not listening to the one thing. Hey, look, I'm not listening to it. I think it's because I keep saying listen to it. So we keep telling people to do something that makes them not want to do something, and I think the reason it makes them not want to do something because then for number one, it's not their ideas because their ego is involved. If they do it, then it seems like they obeying you and that they being submissive to you and that you are in control of them. That's what it is. Because that's the way we was raised. People was raised in order to use their power to exert control over somebody else. I'm better than you in basketball. I'm better than you in spelling. I'm better than you in drawing. Everybody want to exert. And so now that's in them. That's in us. Because I'm the same way, you know. That's why we don't like to ask questions, you know, because we want that other person to be smarter than we are and to exert their authority over us. Now, that's where you got to surround yourself with good people, see? Because otherwise, if you surround yourself with bad people, then they will do that. But if you surround yourself with good people, then they're going to try not to do that. You see what I'm saying? But that's where it was raised. So we got to renew our minds, like my pastor was saying, renew our minds to a new way of thinking. It's a different way of thinking. It's new. I was telling my daughter, she was listening to something. She said, you know what, I was listening to that, and that just don't make no sense. I mean, I don't understand. I said, it's not supposed to make sense. I mean, because you're not on the level. Until you continue to renew your mind, the new things don't make sense. That's why they new. And a lot of times the new things, you be like, you know what? I'm gonna go with tried and true. I'm gonna go with something they can't work. I don't see how that's gonna work out. You know, like I was talking to my daughter, you know, telling her about the testimony, and she probably understand. You know, you get to a point where you think, okay, I understand how all this work, right? But you don't. You know, I said, hey, once you try this, do this hey, what these affirmations got to do with anything? It's all wishy-washy, all spooky kind of stuff. I mean, that stuff don't really mean that. How that's going to do anything? Man, I'm talking about this, telling me like it is. Great. And my question is, how did all this come to be anyway, right? You see what I'm saying? Do you even go out far enough? You don't go out far enough. Sometimes people don't want to go out far enough because they know the answers ain't out. They don't know the answers. It's like going up onto a mountain and there's no railing. See, us as humans, we don't like no boundaries. We say we don't want no boundaries, but we like boundaries. We like boundaries, like something to kind of push up against. We like that. We like that edge. But when you go out too far, I mean, you're on a mountain, ain't no rails. I mean, you go to the edge, you may get close. How close you gonna get? Because soon you think you get so close, you fall over the edge, and then some folks push that envelope. Some people don't. Some people push that envelope and, you know, I push it in a certain area, but in other areas I don't push it. Because I don't know how far. But see, that's what I'm renewing my mind about. I'm renewing my mind and saying that, you know, logically, just looking at this thing, okay, just logically look at it. What could happen? Nothing really could happen, right? They may be mad at me, may lose some friends, but nobody's really hurt, right? They lose a lot of money. Nobody's, you know, dead. Let's try it. I know it sounds easy, right? I know. I'm working on that, though. I'm going for that, though. I'm working on that. That's what I was doing today. I was doing that today. There was a client I needed to call back. I say, no, this is your opportunity. Okay, I'm working on this deal. I don't see nothing here. Man, this is my opportunity to do my best. This is my opportunity to go for no. Because I'm doing this every single day. We're on 114, right? It's starting to sink in that that's what I'm pulling from. So when something come up, I got something to pull from. I got something to say that's good. Apparent obstacles vanish upon my approach. My ships come to me over calm sea, right? My Lord supply all my needs, right? According to his riches and glory, right? See what I'm saying? We got something to say. We got a plan in place, and it's on the inside. Because that's where it is. I mean, The guy said the black belt know the same moves as the white belt, but he just execute them better, quicker, faster, and at the right time. He can set them up. You see what I'm saying? Set the dominoes up to where they go where I want them to go. Instead, I knock one down and nothing else happened. I knocked one because I hadn't set them up. I hadn't looked at the path. Okay, this is the one I need to knock down. Now I go ahead and knock this one down. Nothing happened. I should have knocked that one down. See what I'm saying? But it's your boy RZ here, just going over that one thing. Hope you got the book. Hope you listen to the podcast. Hope you got the. I'm gonna go upstairs and put my X on the board versus exercising versus posting that picture one day. See, this right here, shooting the video wasn't even on my calendar, but I'm adding it in because the only thing I was gonna put an X on was just posting a picture. But now I'm shooting a video. Guess what? Later on, I want to add some music to it. I want to tighten it up. But right now, this is just a diary, right? I'm just telling you, just a diary. Now I'm finna go up here. Me and my wife finna sit down, and we're gonna think, cause she already mentioned that she found another book, a new exercise. We just gotta put our attention on it, see? Cause I found out that we can both get on the exercise program, but we ain't gotta both be on the exercise program. I just want to be doing what she doing, and I'm gonna be doing it. We're gonna be buying. You're gonna be hooking it up. You see what I'm saying? Cause she like to eat certain thing, I like to eat certain thing. We haven't worked all that part out, but it don't even matter as long as we working together. That's why I'm happy. That's why I'm happy. It's been in here all this time that I want to do more and more work with my wife. You would think, oh yeah, we raising kids and family, but it's kind of some of that stuff is independent. I want a partner. I want a team. I want to collect. I wanted to get even tighter to where we working together. Spirit of harmony, because you know what's gonna happen then. Synergy. Just like Cubby said with the babies. 1 + 1 = 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. As you keep having babies, that 1 + 1 keep adding up. See what I'm saying? 1 + 1 ain't just 2. With synergy come, you get more than enough abundance. You get multiplication. That's what we need to do.